Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 best places to live in Washington State. Washington State may very well be one of the most desirable places to live in, not only in the US, but around the globe as well, and that's mostly due to just how relaxing and overall breathtaking the entire state really is. There is a reason as to why it is also referred to as the Evergreen State, and that is the fact that it pretty much offers you the whole package when it comes to perfect landscapes. But the true beauty of the state lies in the many different spots that you can live in. Believe it or not, but every single place in Washington State is unique in its own way, which is why so many people find it hard to actually pick the best location for them to move into. So, in order to help you out, we decided to bring you our very own top 10 of the absolute best places that you could live in Washington State. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 best places to live in Washington State. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 best places to live in Washington State. Number 10 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Woodinville. If you're looking for a suburb that is very calm and safe to be in, then Woodinville may top your list for sure, as this location has less than 11,400 people currently living in peace with one another without a care in the world. Despite the fact that the site is generally pretty modern though, with its top-level schools and businesses, it still manages to hold on to that small-town charm that we just can't get enough of. For the most part, any home here will cost you around $454,000 to live in, so don't miss out on this amazing deal. Number 9 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Bellevue. Considering the fact that the name Bellevue literally translates into beautiful view in French, let's just say that if you move here, your Instagram likes will definitely go up simply because of how absolutely jaw-dropping the scenery is here to begin with. While it does hold a total of 135,000 residents, the city's wilderness remains untouched even to this day, as its natural scenery may very well be one of its best features. As a result, you have a ton of different hiking and bicycle trails to try out for yourself, and once you're done you can just get a cab to your new home, where you can spend the night over at one of the many nightclubs that come alive as soon as the sun goes down. Number 8 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Kirkland. You're looking at the 12th largest city by population in the wondrous state of Washington, and while that may not seem all that impressive, you do need to realize the fact that the great majority of people that moved here are young adults that are looking to relax while also having as much fun as possible. The reason as to why we mentioned that is because Kirkland is just full of different attractions for you to spend your days around, including a ton of different parks, beaches, outdoor activities, shops, restaurants, and as many bars as you can stomach. Considering the fact that the average income here is of around $92,127 per household, you will definitely not find it hard to make a decent living while here, especially considering how affordable the houses are to begin with. Number 7 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Snoqualmie. For as silly of a name as Snoqualmie is, the town is pretty much unbeatable when it comes to its waterfalls and especially to its school district. That's right, despite the fact that there are currently only 12,000 residents in Snoqualmie, there is no shortage of activities that you could take part in here, and that aforementioned award-winning school district is definitely a good reason to be moving into here to begin with. The typical home goes for around $444,900 here, and considering the fact that the typical household brings as much as $124,264 per year, it's no wonder that more and more people are moving in here as we speak. Number 6 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Bainbridge Island. You can find the Bainbridge Island in the Kitsap County, and while it may not sound like much, you're currently looking at one of the most serene and calm places that you could live in, and that's a fact. More than 23,400 residents have found this to be the dream location for them so far, and considering the fact that the CNN has rated this as the second best place to live in the country, those numbers are bound to shoot up in no time. While the cost of living may be a bit high here, ranging around $548,100, with some homes even going as high up as $3 million or so, this is definitely a more expensive option, but still a great one regardless. Number 5 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Richland. But hey, not everyone has the budget to live in a place like the Bainbridge Island, which is where beautiful and affordable cities such as Richland come into play. Despite the fact that the name may seem a bit paradoxical from that point of view, Richland is an amazing option for anyone that wants to move in and not have to worry about paying $500,000 just for 2 beds and a kitchen. Instead, the typical resident will have to pay around $207,100 per house, which is literally half of what most other places out there will charge you. Number 4 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Issaquah. If you're a lover of hiking trails, then this may very well be at the top of your list, as Issaquah has one of the richest networks of mountains and lakes we could think of out there, and that's no simple feat. Commonly referred to as the Trailhead City, you can literally walk for hours across these trails and you will never have to worry about getting bored while doing so, simply because of how much there is to explore in the first place. For the most part, rent here will not cost you more than $1,533 per month, but in the few cases that it does, you won't actually have to worry about it too much, as the community around it will more than make up for the elevated price tag. Number 3 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Pullman. With a total of 31,500 people living here, Pullman is known for being one of the most scenic locations in the country, which is made all the better by its low crime rate and its high number of shops and pretty much any entertainment events that you could think of. A 2-bedroom home will cost you around $710 per month if you want to rent it out, but if you want to actually buy it, you are looking at a total of $222,900 per average. Number 2 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Sammamish. More than 50,200 people call Sammamish their home, and for good reason too, as despite the fact that it is one of the more expensive options on our list, it is also well worth the $609,600 price per average household. That may be a bit of a turn-off for a lot of people out there, but just know that Sammamish is known all across the country as one of the most fun places to live in, especially thanks to its many different festivals, its wetlands, and its plethora of hiking trails. Number 1 on the list of best places to live in Washington State is Redmond. Commonly referred to as the home of Microsoft, most websites out there will tell you that this is the absolute best place to live in Washington, and we do have to agree on that right here also. Redmond offers you everything you could ever ask for and more. Thousands upon thousands of residents here work for giant tech companies, and thus they make as much as $103,409 per household with ease. On top of that, there is no shortage of events to take part in, including festivals, picnics, sports, and more. For the relatively affordable price tag of $485,100 per house, you just can't get any better deal than Redmond, and that's a fact. So, which is your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in Washington State? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in Washington State in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure others would too.